And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Shadow Empire. At the top of turn 163. The end turn we only lost 100 infantry, which is not bad. And we have 9 decisions. So that's our Holer coming in. Also got the atomic launcher if we wanted to start returning atomic payloads to the enemy. Which I don't really want to, because right now we want their people, we don't want their... We're not close enough to victory that killing their people is a way to win. Change in propaganda. No, it's not you who orders our news services, because we like mind. We're not really that interested in democracy.
Roger that.
CEO is asking for subsidy. Sure, we're pro-commerce this run. Air Force Council. So we had a corporate scientist. He will be the head of the Air Force Council. Which is mainly going to focus on research. I think we've actually already discovered most of the things to discover with the military factor, or military design council. So I think that's the linear tech. So we got ruggedness, design, efficiency, lightweight alloys. Let's do lightweight alloys to make all the aircraft lighter. That'll allow us to sort of get better range out of them. I've been going around doing lots of upgrades. It may make sense to go upgrade the tanks. Yeah, let's upgrade the tanks. So that when we take combat losses, we can replace them with more fuel-efficient variants. So we're working... Oh, apparently we're working with the high-velocity guns on the tanks, which is probably fine. Makes them favor anti-tank duty rather than... Wait. What was it running? I remember running the tanks on light polymer armor. Oh, we upgraded to light polymer armor. And, we haven't actually deployed any of the new tanks. Our tank casualties have been so low, the new and improved tanks have never been deployed. Okay. That works. We're still going to upgrade them, because I've done fuel efficiency upgrades since they've been developed, so... Crusader 3s. Shamefully, you never saw any combat, and you will never see any combat. Yeah, we'll go ahead and stick with the polymer armor. We got rare metals. We can save a little bit of metal by doing polymer over steel plating.
Copy that.
These should be more fuel efficient than the predecessors. I don't want democracy or government, so we're gonna be mean and we're not gonna give you anything. Extend the petrol mine. Extend the petrol mine. Okay, so we should be seeing more oil coming in on the next couple turns. In fact, we're seeing a little bit more oil coming in now, so... whatever we've been doing to try to fix the oil situation has been working. Maybe it hasn't been working enough, but it is working. Now, we got enough infantry in the reserves that we don't need to do any replacements, which is good to see. Nope, you should be on move, not strategic move. That's why I'm getting weird distance movement calculations from the HQs. We'll leave the guys on the front until the new guys get in position. I so want that city, but we're so not in a position to take it either. We'll go pressure it a little bit. But we're not in a position to take it anytime soon. Yeah, that would be a nice prize. I don't know how many people are in there, but presumably some people. They've got a demilitarization plan, and there's a decent number of people probably in there. And it's not particularly heavily garrisoned, with only one infantry in there. Bit of a shame, because that'll probably mean that our allies will take it. So tempting and so close, but yet I don't have the petrol to push into it. The motorized aren't able to get into position quickly enough at the level of petrol we've got. Oh wait, these guys are going to strategic move. About there, by the looks of it. We're as close to there as I can get. Leave the HQ for last. HQ is usually the lightest unit in the transport, and it probably doesn't need to arrive before its troops arrive, so I usually ship the HQ last. So if I still got more logistical capacity, the HQ will arrive, and it will almost get there. It's keeping up decently with the rest of the units, so that's fine. And then on this front, okay, so we're getting some competition for the good road space from our good friend allies. So we're gonna keep trying to advance as hard as it's gonna be without having good roads. Because our allies presumably also trying to take this pocket if they can. Because, well, it's free real estate. You always take the free real estate. At least that's what I'm guessing it is, and I think the ally is probably guessing that as well. If there's no marauders in there, it is basically free real estate. Limited only by our capacity to build roads to take it. And at this point, if they've taken most of the good, basically the good bit was going down here on this side, so we're going to have to force roads through high mountains, which is going to be a bit expensive, but we have industrial capacity. That's not what we're limited on right now. We're limited on metal and petrol. Expansion. Demilitarization still going. Deep core still going. Synthetic fuel still going. I don't think I have any good scrap spots nearby. Yeah, the scrap spots are basically non-existent. Harvested the good scrap. The good scrap's been harvested. That might be decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if I was really desperate for more metal, I could scrap that. You know what? We're gonna scrap that.
Copy that.
That's within decent distance of the city, so we'll scrap that. We're about to get the last of the scrap out of there, which is gonna make us have a more metal downturn. That one's too far away to scrap. It's got scrap in it. Similar there. We scrapped here. Actually, here's a bad idea because we're still waiting for the city to recover from being nuked. And I don't think we got any good scrap near this one, no. And I think that's also the other problem we're running into, right, is our good mine, good mine, it's a level 1 mine, it's a terrible mine. Our good mine is in the city that's not particularly productive right now because it was on the receiving end of a nuclear weapon. Which is fair. If you're gonna have a problem from productive capacity standpoint, being nuked is a good reason to be unproductive. And that's our problem there. Okay, so we're basically waiting for expansion of the demilitarization plant because our other sources of metal are all being exposed to radiation, or being exposed to being controlled by a city exposed to radiation. We're about to run out of metal here, so to preclude even less metal income, let's preempt that a little bit by doing some peripheral mining upgrade on you.
Aye, aye, sir.
And we probably lost our spy by now. We can check. Nope, the spy's still there. And apparently they don't completely hate us. So we open contact. Critical success. Envoys exchanged. Peace has been declared. Okay, maybe peace hasn't been declared. Envoys have been exchanged. They may still be, not particularly agreeable with us, but, they're more open to diplomacy, at least, than the other guys were.
Affirmative.
Oh! Mountain Keep has accepted! I was so like, yeah, they're not gonna accept, they're gonna throw this at them anyway. And they accept. Okay, that complicates things. It's good, but it complicates things. So we now have Mountain Keep. We have the new city of Hansen here, which is level 2 city, but it has like level 3, level 4 population capacity, or population hit, so that's going to be a fun expand. So needs to say, construct road, a sealed road, to Hansen. Construct road, rail, to Hansen. I gotta wait a turn for Hansen to be ready to receive their rail hub. It looks like we got enough logistics to get the militia here. Well, we got enough militia here to probably hold the front on the far side of Mountain Keep. We will probably need more roads, but we always need more roads. We got industrial capacity to build roads. Roads are not a problem. But we'll probably want some more roads in Mountain Keep to supply guys. Trying to hold the eastern side of Mountain Keep. That will expand our border with Dessau Reich. And apparently Brunburn has their own border up here, so we may, if they start expanding, continue to expand west, we may need to figure out what we're going to do about them. But new city, twice as much population as we lost to the nuke in the new city. New virgin city to take and make use of. Immediately nationalize the truck hub, please. And I can't play any cards on it until next turn, so that's what we're going to do next turn, is giving them their own personal... Oh, we haven't pulled one yet, but they'll get a commerce project in no time. We'll give them some money to build up their civilian economy and stuff like that. Not that they need to build up a civilian economy, they got a pretty decent one. But yeah, more people. That was a surprise. It's a good surprise, but that is a surprise. We finally got Mountain Keep to agree to unify with us. So I'll probably need to do some archaeology and prospecting on them as well. Guess they got some untapped ruins, and maybe if we get lucky, they got some untapped metal, too. We are being attacked? Oh dear. That looked like that was a seed bombardment. Did we just get nuked again? watching the front. Most of the front's holding decently well, so it's... Again, it's sort of running into the problem of, if only I had petrol, we could be taking that city. And we won't know until we get to the vid if we got nuked. I have a suspicion we got nuked. So this is our ally taking a move. Otherwise, everything is... Well, if we did get nuked, that was bad. Which would be the second time we got nuked this stream. Otherwise, everything's been going pretty well this stream, besides the nuclear weapon deployments. We lost 4,400 infantry, 10 guns, 80 motorized, 10 tanks, 10 walkers. And yeah, we got nuked. Made use of atomic weapons, and I'm pretty sure that was one of our cities. Oh, we got nuked twice. Okay. That probably explains the unit loss, because they probably nuked the capital as well. Yep, the capital got nuked. Ouch. Immigrating, 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 immigrating. Bunch going off into join the free folk, because the place just got nuked, yeah. Needed to say logistics, anti-rad infrastructure. And logistics, anti-rad infrastructure.
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, from the victory progress, we were probably going up in the world. And in fact, we're still up. We're roughly where we were, right? The new city helped with staving off the population loss. But yeah, Braunburn is getting closer and closer into a state where they may actually win. If for no other reason than nuclear weapon loss is nuclear weapons usage is a very good way to deplete the population of your opposition. And that's fine. Military Research Council. Let's build some shield generators to try to build some shielding to the nuclear weapon deployments. And of course, they've nuked us, so we're going to develop our own nuclear weapon launch capacity.
Copy that.
Yeah, minor worker strike because of reasons. Yeah, we'll give in to some of the demands. You just get nuked. Major worker strike. Yeah, give in to some of the demands. Belgrade obviously needs to upgrade, and we'll give them some public budget. Give them some worker salary. Give them some recruit sign up bonus, and some colonist sign up bonus. We'll actually go ahead and set you up for both recruiting both colonists and troops. Allow emergency food.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Extend the mine. We should have a really low level. In fact, it ran out over the intern, so
Aye, aye, sir.
upgrading the metal mine. And send Lingo's team.
Affirmative.
So we do want to maintain good relations with the aliens. Okay, you're gonna want a truck station, or not a truck station, railhead,
Yes, sir.
so that you can stay well connected to our connected grid. Oof. So obviously all the damage has damaged everything, so that's going to reduce our industrial capacity. What does it look like with the... Where's our electrical train station? Did we lose the electrical train station? High-speed rail went. Okay.
Copy that.
That's a problem. Because we still haven't recovered completely on the normal rail, so losing the high speed is a problem. On this zone, let's try to drop the archaeological
Aye, aye,
report.
sir.
Okay, nothing of interest in the zone, which is a bit of a shame. We'll do a prospecting. Nope, we don't have the political power for prospecting push. Okay, pushing all the guys forward. Needless to say, all our industry is not doing super great now that it got nuked. So hopefully we can recover from that reasonably quickly. Okay, and it looks like the bunkerization helped a little bit with mitigating damage on the capital. But helping a little bit and completely mitigating damage. I just took the aircraft though. Nomads, I shouldn't have done that. Still doesn't completely fix the problem. Okay, so the 5th Infantry is basically now in position. So we can begin their pull out of the old 9th. 9th Light can start pulling out to do their refit. Hopefully we have the industrial capacity to actually do that refit. Oof, and that unit got pretty heavily attacked. That's where our missing trucks are from, apparently. The trucks got pretty hit hard on that one. Yeah, we'll have to see if we can recover from more nuclear strikes on cities. You lost your garrison. That's not great. I do have one unit down here. We'll move one of these units over. Let's try to give you a garrison. And then, yeah, the bunkerization of the capital did help the capital weather that decently well. So the bunkerization was definitely not a mistake. It just wasn't enough to protect the city enough. 269 asset damage. Yeah, so some of the assets survived. We just needed a whole lot more bunkerization for it to have kept the city fully functional, which is a bit of a shame. I think shields probably would have helped a lot with being nuked. So yeah, well, we'll find out over the next couple turns whether or not we're actually able to recover from being nuked. Because if the basically if the petrol completely fails, right? If we're unable to make petrol with the damage to the capital, because the capitals are making all our metal petrol, right? Then the offensives will basically grind to a halt, and that'll pretty much be the end. And if you're not making any more progress, that's going to be bad. And yeah, it's going to take a couple turns for this to get fixed. Initially, it doesn't necessarily look like we've had anything completely... Other than the... Oh, we lost the power plant? No, that's the upgrade. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, we lost the power plant, and that would have been real bad. But no, I think the only thing we lost... was... Oh, we should...
Copy that.
Brad Freeman Sander. The only thing we lost, I think, was the... high-speed rail. I think everything else managed to stay intact, if not heavily damaged.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, so let's roll the turn. I'll play out one more turn, and then that will be what's left of the stream. And then we'll see next stream if we can actually recover from being nuked 3 times in one stream. Because we're getting pretty close to potentially acquiring more population. So if our industry will hold together long enough that we can acquire more population, we may be in a position to win. If, on the other hand, if the tech leader here goes ahead and figures out how to make more nukes, because I don't gotta go to response to the nukes. If he keeps nuking us, we're gonna lose. It's basically where that lands. I got a good response to his army, assuming the industry works. But if he keeps nuking us, then we don't have a response to the nukes. The nukes are gonna attrit away our population, and he'll win on population and simply destroying enough of our industry that we're not able to supply the army. The strategic use of nukes is being a problem. It's probably the best way to describe that. The strategic use of nukes is being a problem. Suppose I could see if he's open to doing any diplomacy. If we get some diplomacy off and properly rebuild our industry before we get nuked more, that might work. But all the other times we've attempted to do diplomacy with him, it hasn't been successful. So I suspect that there's no opening there for diplomacy. Killed 3 infantry, lost 6 infantry, lost 20 motorized, have 4 decisions. Organize a party. We like mind. Mind is good.
Yes. Affirmative.
Scrap the better Jojo or keep it. And the answer is probably keep it because we want those recruits per turn. Recruits per turn that can't get destroyed by being nuked. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, diplomacy options. We are at war with you, so it'd be either bribing them to improve their opinion or overtures to try to end the war. Okay, so 999 on overtures is probably an indication that they're not really particularly open to peace. Bribery may work. Just outright bribery.
Affirmative.
Okay, so we can apply that method of bribery. Maybe, well, can't do that on people you're at war with. Definitely war with them. And that's alright. Let's improve the relations. That's alright. We are technically at war with number 4, so let's try to get to peace with number 4 if we can, which we can probably try with Overture. Nope. Overture is not going to work.
Affirmative.
Good old bribery will. Improve relations a little bit with the bribery. So if we can get them up to 25 relations, we can then attempt to roll propose peace. Obviously, it'll work better the higher your opinion with them is. Oh boy, so looking at these guys are not getting full supply. They aren't getting full supply, probably because our logistics is terrible, because, you know, the whole high-speed rail just blew up. And the main logistics backbone of our entire nation was rail. Yeah, so we don't have enough rail logistics. In fact, that's probably implying that we need to shove more people in Austerlitz here to improve our worker happiness. Okay, so let's colonize as workers all the colonists into the zone. I'll try to improve some of the assets working in the zone. Also, let's try. And we got a commercial project.
Yes,
Put
sir.
that there. We'll try to deploy some worker privileges in Austerlitz because the citizens are happy, the workers are completely angry.
Order acknowledged.
And we need the worker concentration to go up
Order acknowledged.
to get the rail yard working. So we need to get them happy enough that they'll be hired, basically. Oof. So that construction rate is going to take 5 turns. That's terribly slow. Yeah, so it looks like our economy may just collapse due to the multiple nuclear strikes. So I'm going to have to gamble on trying to negotiate peace so that we can get the economy going again. Else I might not even be able to feed the guys in the field, right? The guys in the field are in a position where they're capable of carrying out glorious victories upon our enemies. If only I could figure out how to feed them. And if there's no one to work the rail stations, that's not going to work for very long. On the other hand, petrol's going up. Now, if only we can figure out how to get the petrol back to the troops again, because no logistics equal no petrol. So yeah, most of our troops are basically stuck in spot with no rail supplies. Right, so the motorized can't move. I'm cheesy enough that I'll take the airfield off of them to stop them from using that airfield. I don't have the metal. Otherwise, I maybe even might attempt to build a rail yard here. Yeah, so we're suffering from basically logistical collapse, which is a problem. Yep, so it's going to be a bit of a short turn, because there's not much we can do. What I will do to attempt to forestall complete collapse
Standing by. Sir, yes, sir.
is I'm going to order the districts to allow supplying units if shortfall. This will allow situations where the local local food is being produced, so the units hopefully get fed. Even if the rail line isn't going to push enough supplies out to make them combat functional.
Standing by. Order acknowledged.
Zone order. Allow supply units if shortfall. You've actually mostly recovered, other than the fact that your workers are completely pissed at you. So start trying to recruit colonists so we can try to use those for emergency fixes on various industries.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, so you're fine, other than the fact that you're at the end of a logistical stream that isn't working. Because of the radiation, you're going to get pissed off real quick. Oh, the lack of remuneration isn't helping either. You're kind of in recovery. We'll see if you keep recovering. Again, because we just lost a bunch of population, so what workers we do have are being really well paid, blah, blah, blah. Until the population recovers, that's a problem. That's a big problem. It shouldn't really make a difference on you, but we'll do it anyway. Allow supplying units if shortfall.
Copy that.
And then are you... Let's do a zone order on you as well. Okay, you're already giving me a colonist. That's good to see. And you're already supplying units if shortfall. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully, because all the zones in theory are making their own food, hopefully they can deploy food to their respective troops. Even if it's not a lot of food, hopefully they can deploy some food to their respective troops. Oof, yeah, we're seeing basically effects of economic collapse on our logistics lines here, so I'll try to pull the guys back as much as I can. If the nomads take some of our territory, the nomads take some of our territory. It's better than having troops starve if I can avoid it. So the push-pull demand is a little bit favoring other positions, like out of yellow where possible. Yeah, we'll see if we can recover from nuclear strikes on our main logistical hubs. In particular, the main mining hub, right? So that's really what's going to be the problem, is if we can't get the metal to get anything fixed, then the ability to even hold position will be compromised. Yeah, and we're in third, so we were doing pretty good. And then from a diplomacy standpoint, we were basically at the position where whenever we wanted to, we could have played Friendship Pact on these guys. Right, and that would have been, we can jump basically up to 30%. So we're in the position where we can block someone from winning. Whether that is going to let us win or not is still up to the future. My fear, well, my suspicion is if we keep getting nuked that we will lose. Because simply the collapse of my economic capacity from the nuclear weapon strikes is what's going to do me in. The army, if it was adequately supplied, is in the position to potentially supply us some really strong wins. So we've got a city right here on the horizon. Taking that city would give us a bunch more population. We just inherited Mountain Keep, which is a bunch of population. It's actually one of the reasons why, even though we've just lost a bunch of population to being nuclear struck, why we maybe aren't out of it. If we can keep the economic and logistic systems together long enough to recover, we may be able to scrape back from this. But for at least this stream, the situation is looking dire, and this is where it's going to go and end. So if you're watching on YouTube, I will try to probably have another part recorded for you next time. If you are watching on Twitch, this is where the stream is going to end. Hope you've all been enjoying it. Catch you in the next part or the next stream. And hopefully we can pull this back from the edge of defeat. Because if we keep getting nuked, this is going to slide more and more and more towards imminent defeat. Because I suspect, well, if we get nuked again before we can put the logistic system back together, we won't recover from that, and I suspect we'll start having troops starve literally in their positions at the front. In which case, that will basically be defeat. We will have been defeated in practice, even though not technically defeated. So on that note, stream the part's over. Hope you've been enjoying it. If anything, maybe this is a warning to not procrastinate on trying to win the game as much. Though again, we've been pretty heavily struggling with metal and petrol the entire stream, or the entire game to some degree. So until next time, hope you all have a good time. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now.